back to my channel. Welcome back to another vlog. I hope you're doing well. If you're new, welcome back. If you, sorry, wrong term. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, but you're back for a new vlog, welcome back. Be sure to stick around. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying these vlogs. So it's a little bit later in the day. I really realized that I talk a lot. It's not a recent realization, it's just I realized as I edit my previous vlogs how much talking is in every single clip. And it's because I want to like explain everything from every angle. Like even if I'm showing you a supplement, I don't know why I feel the need to explain it from like 10,000 angles. Let me know if you appreciate that, if you like when I kind of expand upon things, or if you prefer if I just pick up the pace a little bit. But it is almost 5 o'clock right now. This entire day and yesterday, I've had this really amazing, yesterday specifically, this really amazing creative flow. Like it genuinely felt like another energy was moving through me, which I'm familiar with that feeling in general, because if you're inside Divinity or you come to my ceremonies, you know that they're channeled. So whenever I do the meditations, I literally on the spot channel those meditations. So it's so unbelievably powerful because I'm not just regurgitating anything or just like redoing the same. Mia wants me to throw her toy for her, so I'm gonna sit on the floor for this part of the video. But I'm not regurgitating, you know, and I'm not just like copying something and just saying it again. I channeled on the spot, but specifically yesterday it was like so powerful where I literally felt called. Like I was about to do my workout and I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to grab my laptop and write. I ended up actually still doing my workout. It was so funny. I don't know if you'll find this funny, but to me it was funny how like life works. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so creative. Like I literally need to grab my laptop and write, because I already just grabbed my phone and was writing in my notes app. And as soon as I sat down to write, my body was like, no, you need to work out first. So I did some Pilates. This is one of Mia's favorite toys. We call her Chicky. Bring it back. And then it would just flow through me for hours. It was like unbelievable. I mean, like I've experienced bits of this, and I feel like I experienced bits of this almost like on a consistent basis to a degree, but this was like next level. It literally felt like you guys, I was in like a vortex of energy, like literally as if I've unplugged from like time and space and was like literally in this just like energy bubble. Everything was happening at once. I know it sounds like I'm describing like a psychedelic experience. I didn't even microdose yesterday. I haven't microdosed for a while. I do it on and off as well. I think that's really good in general if you do microdose, to do it on and off. I don't know if I can even say the word. YouTube is way more strict than Instagram. If you know, you know. But I think it's good to do it for like a consistent month or 2 or 3, and then take a few months off and then go back onto it, because it takes you into a different space and brings up a lot of things in your psyche and in your psychology, and it's like it would be way too full on to have that consistently, in my opinion. I think it's like important to bring it all up and then to like process it and integrate it into like your tangible life, and then maybe go back when you feel called. But anyway, I wrote so many powerful captions, and I just realized that I wanted to always write from like a really powerful, creative, inspired space, instead of like being like, oh, today I'm gonna write a caption for a reel and just writing on the spot. Even though normally that works for me quite well. I feel like I'm really talented at writing. I mean, I'm a Gemini. I went to school for writing, so I feel like writing is just kind of my thing. Like all my website descriptions, like, you know, my course descriptions, I write. But I just was like, you know what, when I'm really in this like juicy, unbelievable flow state, I need to write then, because what's going to come out then is going to be on a different level, and so from like the soul. So I worked like all day yesterday. I like worked all day today. It's just like not really interesting for me to vlog. So much of my work is like, for example, if I'm doing client sessions, like one-to-one private sessions, which I do offer. I don't really advertise them as much because I feel like the people who are meant to find me just kind of do. But I'll leave a description if you ever want to work with me in a private session. We do a lot of stuff. We do energy work, we incorporate breath work, we incorporate a lot of feminine cycle healing, so getting in touch with your cycle. We do a lot of feminine embodiment. We work with your astrology. Like my work is very, you know, a very 360 approach in terms of your mind, body, and soul. We won't just do spiritual work, for example. Because everything is spiritual. So what I mean by that is like, yes, of course we will like do breath work and healing and visualize and do all this other work together, but we'll also like look at your diet and look at things that might be causing hormonal imbalances. We'll be looking, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I think it's really important to look at the big picture, and I think a lot of coaches ignore that. For example, they'll try to do all this energetic practices and scripting, all stuff is so powerful, but then ignore the health component. What I mean by that is if you're eating a bunch of refined sugar and processed foods and drinking shitty water, and you're going to not going to have the same energy. You're going to feel fatigued. You know, if you're eating foods that aren't supporting your brain health and your gut health, which I need to get new probiotics. I just have a strong intuitive feeling that I need to get new probiotics. If any of you have tried Seed, let me know. I know that they do a lot of sponsorships, but I've heard really mixed reviews, I feel like, from what I've seen online. So I'd love to hear if anyone tried it. I have like other probiotics that I'll go to. If not, I do kind of want to try them, but I'm kind of have mixed feelings. I'd rather hear from like someone who's tried it and if you've really saw positive effects. But anyway, circling back, like I just find that it's important not to ignore that, right? Because think about it, if you're feeling fatigued or tired or brain fogged, or your health just isn't up to its optimal standard, as an example, you're not going to manifest in a way the same because you're not going to have the same amount of energy. Like think about going about your day and wanting to create your dream life with full energy, feeling like so vibrant, so good on average, versus feeling fatigued, right? So when I work one-to-one with a client, I look at everything, and I feel like it's almost like a little bit, probably my Mars in Virgo. I'm very self-loving, self-affirming, but also self-critical. Not in like a, I guess critical has a negative connotation, more self-aware, where I will look at everything really holistically. And so I feel like that's just been like a big up level in my work, is whereas before I wouldn't really dive into the person's nutrition as much. I wouldn't really dive into like hormonal things. I wouldn't really dive like really deep into those aspects. We'd really focus on like the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, but we wouldn't really talk about the physical and tangible as much. That's been a big shift in my work. But what I was saying is that a lot of my work is just like when I'm doing like client sessions, just on my laptop, and when I'm making lift your frequency orders. Once again, another reminder. Oh my god, I actually have a really pretty one I want to show you. It was out, it's from the Eclipse collection, but I'm shipping and making them as fast as possible. But please, if you've been wanting to get one for yourself or for your friend as a gift, place your order as soon as possible, because it's, now that there's way more orders, it takes me up to a week sometimes to ship them. And I'm just saying that because I want you to get your order in time. Like I would, you know, if that's what you're desiring, if you want to get it by Christmas or the holidays. This is the Angelic Guidance Necklace. It's probably one of my favorites. I know God is a Woman is our best seller, so you probably have that one if you've ordered, but if not, this one's also another one I really love. It's all freshwater pearl, and then look, around the clasp it has clear quartz and then a big clear quartz chunk. This one is a very feminine energy because of the pearl, and the clear quartz is really nice because you can set your own custom intention. Clear quartz is an amplifier, meaning it amplifies existing intentions or whatever intention you desire, so I incorporate it in a lot of my pieces. I just love it because this one's pretty neutral, it goes with a lot of stuff. Big fan. So yeah, that's why what I was saying was that's why also I didn't do a lot of my day and during the work week, during like, you know, Monday through, I usually do most of my work Monday through Thursday. On Friday I usually give myself like a little bit of a me day, usually just to catch up on like real life things. Like for example, if I need to go get my hair done or nails done. I know that may sound like silly, but I like having a day for those kinds of things, like maintenance kind of things, or if I need to like any kind of appointment, like I try to do that on Fridays, and I just try to stay pretty focused during the week. Like I try not to go be in and out of the house during the week as much, because I would rather just like stack my client sessions, stack all my other work that I'm doing and things like that. I just made some cacao, and I drink Ceremonial cacao, and I wanted to kind of explain how you make it. I know that I made a reel of how you make it in the past, but it looks like this when I blend it up, but I use Keith's cacao, okay? There's a really big difference between just getting some casual cacao powder from the grocery store and getting Ceremonial cacao. There's like documentary, I think there's a, I haven't watched this, but I know a woman spoke about this. Sorry, I have like a little cacao on my face, so heart chakra activation, just vibe with me, okay? I haven't seen this, but apparently it's a really good mini docu-series, I believe. It's called Rotten, and they have a whole episode about cacao in there, about really understanding the difference in quality of cacao. To make it very simple for you, there's quality difference in everything, right? Just like how you can buy peak matcha, which is by a lot of people quoted as like the world's best quality matcha. I'm not sponsored, I'm just literally obsessed. I bought it myself. But I got a code from them. I told you I reached out to them because I was like, it's expensive, honestly. And I was like, I'm gonna promote it consistently because it literally is what I drink every day pretty much, like genuinely, unless I'm like out of it. You can use the code Polina5, I believe Polina's in caps, to get 5% off. I know it's not a huge chunk, but like, you might as well get something off, right? Like you could even cover tax or shipping, might as well get it. But just like there's quality difference in anything, there's quality difference in cacao. Ceremonial cacao is literally just that raw cacao bar. So let me show you what it looks like. So as you see, I've used up a lot of the bar, but it looks like really big. This is actually like a food container from dog food, but it's clean. But it comes in just like a bar like this, but imagine a big bar. And then I cut up different pieces of it and I put in a piece in the blender. I do it all intuitively and I eyeball it, which I know is not like the best for some people, like in terms of giving you just instructions, but I probably put in a piece like half this big into one serving, okay, just to give you an estimate, like this much. And then I put it in the Vitamix. Then I put like probably 2 cups of water, of hot water, like 180 degrees is what I put. I don't know if that's helpful. Again, I put boiling before, but I put 180 this time. And then I put like a splash of almond milk or oat milk, maybe like, I eyeball it, you guys, I don't know, like this much. And then I put in some honey or coconut sugar, something to sweeten it because it's very bitter because it's unsweetened. It's literally like raw cacao, like it's the raw cacao bar, so it's bitter. So I usually put in honey, and then I usually try to add some kind of like fun superfood or something. Oh, I should have added reishi as well, but I added this euphoria powder from Anima Mundi. It has a lot of beautiful herbs in here. It has pomegranate, cacao, rose, so beautiful for heart opening, lucuma, damiana. Oh, I've been intuitively calling to order some damiana tea actually. Herbs to make tea. Katuba, that's really good for sexy time. It makes your libido really high. I call it like my wild powder. I used to talk about it. Actually, I need to order more of that. I need to place an order from here tonight. I'm running out of my maca. I'm running out of my ashwagandha. I really want to get some more katuba. And I need to order some damiana online. So this is just like a fun reminder. Shisandra, guarana, mura pauma, vanilla, monk, goji berry. So I added that. And it's so good. And I like having special cups that I drink it out of personally. These are really beautiful handmade ceramic cups from this guy called Ceramicism on Instagram. I bought them. He was really great. I would like love his work. All this stuff would sell out, but I managed to get my hands on 2 of these cups. I love pottery. If any of you guys have any other pottery Instagrammers that you recommend, or like people who have shops, like small businesses that make ceramics, let me know. I love supporting them. I mean, I just love supporting small businesses, of course. And yeah, and I always set intention. I set intention to connect with the spirit of cacao and the highest vibration of white, 100% pure love and light. And before I drink my cacao, I always set an intention. So this is just a little bit about my cacao practice I wanted to share. If you're wondering, because I'm sure you are, what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, very wild, very crazy, so just watch out. I'm going to go grocery shopping. It's hard for me to grocery shop with Mia, so I'm going to drop her off at my parents so they can watch her for a little bit while I go grocery shopping, just to pick up some extra bits and pieces. And then I'm going to come home, cook dinner. I know, this is just wild. Tell me to calm down. And then after that, I'm going to clean up my closet room. I'm going to maybe pole dance a little bit. Maybe I'll start working on the choreography for next week for Melt. So next Wednesday, December 14th, I am hosting an online pole dancing workshop. It is all levels, very beginner friendly. It's low flow, so beautiful moves in and around the pole. It's going to help you get in touch with your sensuality, help you get in touch with slow, fluid movements, bring technique to your pole practice, elevate your pole practice, all via Zoom. If you can come live, it's from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Pacific. If you cannot come live, you get the recording. A lot of my students do not come live, so don't be worried about that. If you have other obligations, that way you get to keep the video and you can take the course at any time, and you get to keep it. So if you want to practice or rehearse or incorporate it into your routine at any time, you can go back to the video. So join me for that. And then I'm going to start reading my book, and this is such a classic book, but I just felt called to read it. It is called The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, and this is like a classic. I feel like every spiritual bitch has read this book. I felt called to read it. I didn't realize how thick it was. But I'm gonna start reading it. I know I've heard it's really dense. I saw actually Yorte post that it took her a while to read and it was pretty dense. But I want to have like an evening kind of read. I also found I have this other book that I got when I was in Sedona when I hosted this Sedona retreat in March, and I just grabbed it because I was called to, and I didn't really look at it since then. And it's called Unleash the Power of the Female Brain. And my husband's really into Dr. Amon's work. About the brain and everything like that, and so today I was walking past the books and I saw that it was by him, this book that I picked up in March, and I didn't even realize. And now that I kind of have more of a background on him, or at least some credibility, I guess, because I can see a lot of people, my other friends really likes his work as well. Maybe I'll start reading that tonight, so 1 or 2 of the books. I do like when I'm reading 2 books at once as well. So I will do a grocery haul. It's not gonna be like really crazy exciting tonight, to be honest, I feel like, because usually when we do like a full grocery shop with my husband and I go, it's pretty exciting because I feel like I always have something I'm really excited to get because or share, but I will share the grocery haul tonight as well. Also, I made a tea. I'm a beverage girl. I made a tea and it is lemon balm and raspberry leaf. And it's stewing. I love this little steeper. It's by Rishi. It's like makes the perfect amount if you like making herbal teas. Big herbal girl. So that's the vibe at the moment. So I'm going to drink my tea and then I'm gonna get ready to head out to get groceries. I have a really sexy look in my sweatpants today, but I love this little outfit. It's from Made the Label. It's our sweatpants suit. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted it in cream. I had it in my cart and it's the top sold out in every color in cream. And I think it was like a few days, maybe it was a week, I don't know. It was just, you know, it was in my other pages, and then when I finally went to check out, she was gone. But I like this gray because it's a light gray. It's like a cool toned gray. I'm cool toned and my face is like pink undertone. So I really need to, like, I'm very into shopping for my color palette as much as possible. I believe I'm a late summer or early summer, one of those. If you're into your face palette, you can Google like what's your face color palette. Like, I think it's like early fall, late fall, early winter, late winter, early summer, late summer, things like that. I think I'm early or late summer, but essentially cool tones and pastels look great on me. So look great on me, and so I wanted, but like I had to make sure this gray was gonna be cool tone because there is warm tone gray. Believe it or not, I had this other piece, I don't remember what it was, but it was warm tone gray. It had like warm in it. Like here it's like gray with white and it had gray, but it was a warm, it was almost like a cream. So this is the top. And for size reference, it's extra small. Actually, it's like fits me perfectly. I'm 5'2", and the pants are the perfect length. So if you're like a 5'1", 5'2" girly, extra small, like really good. And they're stretchy, right? The pants are pretty stretchy. I really like it. I mean, this is not very like feminine to go to the grocery store in. Not that like I care, not that I necessarily care, but I usually try to like feel put together when I try to go anywhere. This is so comfy. So who knows? Maybe I'll just wear my sweatpants outfit. Yeah, I guess if this is when you're married, you don't really have to flex at the grocery store. But normally I used to like go look cute at the grocery store. But I just want to be cozy. I just love being cozy. It's so nice. I have like my little wool socks on right now. I'm gonna drink my cacao and watch a video or something at this moment just to kind of sit back, relax, and I will show you the grocery haul when I get back. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from Whole Foods again. This is like I'm gonna show you everything, which I know this is nostalgia. If any of you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you know, back when I first moved to LA in my first apartment, I would sit on the floor and do grocery hauls, and it was, dare I say, iconic. I have like a tank top. I have a shirt on. I normally wouldn't wear a shirt under the sweater because I don't like when there's something between the zip, but I was just wearing a shirt earlier. You're barking at me. One sec. I show you. You can only have 2 more and you have to eat your food. Good girl. I'll show you the dog treats later, but this is a brand I really like for your cats and dogs. They have really amazing treats. It's a brand Origin. They are really great because they're biologically appropriate. You can look into what that means, but essentially it means that the foods that they're eating is what they would be eating, similar to if they were in the wild. So for example, big misconception, right, is that cats love fish, when really cats in the wild, only very few breeds of them, and I would say it's more rare. It's not very common that cats are catching fish as they're eating other different like birds and different other animals that they're catching, right? So it's just kind of like what would be biologically appropriate for a cat is actually to have more of like a carnivore kind of diet rather than more pescatarian. So you can go into like deep forums. There's so many communities of people who are really passionate about pet health and talk about the BS, because for example, a lot of really shitty pet food companies literally own veterinary clinics and own veterinary schools. I'm not going to name names, but you can do research and you'll find it easily, and they're the ones who are teaching the curriculum and suggesting really bad foods for animals, like for example telling them your dog should eat more grains and protein and things like that because it's cheaper to make, when it's actually really bad for your animal. Like they ideally should not be eating grains. They should be having high protein. That's what would be more biologically appropriate. Your dog in the wild was not making rice and potatoes. So Origin does a really good job, and again, like, I'm just scratching the tip of the iceberg when talking about this. You can go so deep into researching animal health. My one friend and my mom are really deep into it, so I'll ask them for some more resources to share with you guys, but I just want to share like some brands that I really like. So if you're looking for treats for your dog or cat, this is really, really great. This one has free run turkey, free run chicken, wild caught herring. It is 90% of protein from animal products. So it's a whole prey diet as well, which means it's a poultry, organ, bones. Also really important, even in cat food, that it's the organs, the bones, and the meat, because when they're eating them in the wild, they're not sorting the meat from the bone and from the organs. They're eating the entire thing, and in the bone and in the organs are so many important nutrients. I mean, people know about bone broth for humans. I personally don't consume bone broth myself because I don't eat meat or chicken, but we cannot deny that it is really healthy, especially for animals in the wild. It's how they're eating, so you want to make sure it's whole prey. Let me show you an example. Good girl, good girl. If you have a cat, an amazing brand is Feline Natural. I love getting this box because it has 3 different meat. So it has a chicken and lamb, a hoki and beef, and a lamb and king salmon. And it has a protein analysis on the back, the fat analysis, the maximum moisture, and it has really great ingredients. Really great. You can look online. But same thing here. It is hoki, beef, and organs. So it's making sure they have everything in their diet. This meets the AAFCO cat food nutrient profiles for all life stages. And the ingredients are super, I mean, it's hoki, water, sufficient for processing, beef heart, beef lung, beef liver. You know, it's really, really great for your cat. So that's just something to look for, is it being biologically appropriate, being whole prey. These are the protein dog biscuits. You shouldn't give them too many. Like I see, it says whole prey diet. In the wild, dogs' ancestors naturally consumed all the delicious and nutritious parts of their prey, including poultry organs and bone. So this is just like in a lot of human nutrition. A lot of nutritionists are talking about this more, I guess, more ancestral focused nutrition, is really eating how our ancestors used to eat in a lot of ways, and also eating to where we're most native to biologically. So I can only give her a little more. You need to eat your other food. They shouldn't just be eating treats. I only give her a little, but just something to consider. It's a really good brand, again, to look into for your animals. So now let's do the human grocery haul, right? I don't have much room to put all this stuff, so I'm probably gonna put it here. Again, this is a little mini grocery haul for the next few days. So I need to cook dinner tonight. So I got broccolini. Oh my god, it's so funny, they're from 2 different farms, but they're all in the same section. This is a big one. Oh my gosh, I swear, if these are the same price, like, look how much bigger this one is versus this one. I just grabbed 2. Probably should have grabbed the bigger one. It's good to know, but I love broccolini. Cruciferous vegetables are really important. Also, apparently you're supposed to let your broccoli rest, so I need to look more into that. 2 sweet onions. I've been loving sweet onion lately. I should have gotten variety. I always preach that, but I just wanted sweet onion. I love coconut water. I'm a big coconut water girl, so I got 2 big Harmless Harvest. It's so funny. It says there's 4 servings per container. I literally drink this whole thing, so maybe I should slow down a bit, but I love coconut water. I got more oatmeal. I mean, I make it pretty much every day or pretty consistently, so I got that. I got aloe vera juice, just organic aloe vera leaf juice, because I'm gonna order this thing on Amazon. It's like a stick that you freeze. Usually people put water and then they rub their face with it in the morning, and it helps to puff you, it helps wake you up, but it helps close your pores after you put in your products before you put on your makeup. But using aloe vera, it's just gonna level it up. So I'm really excited using aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice is very soothing and calming to the skin, so I'm gonna make the pops out of aloe vera juice. So I'm really excited. It's a little fun project. I got some Epsom salt. Normally, I love 3 different salts. I like getting magnesium salt flakes. I get mine from Erewhon, but I'm sure there's many brands. You have to eat your own food. I can't give you more treats. You have to eat your own food. I love sea salt. Again, I've shown the brand on Instagram before. When I get it next time, I'll show it. So be sure to follow my stories. I share a lot of like supplement, wellness, niche kind of things. So if you ever want to kind of see the products and things that I'm using, my Instagram stories are really the best way to keep up with me for that, or one of the best ways. But I got some eucalyptus Epsom salt. I love taking baths. I'm a bath girl, okay? Avocados and 1 yellow pepper. Really brazy here. I'll post today from this like health meme page I follow, and they post these, and I used to love these in 2020. I literally remember I'd get a big one. I'd get the big tub of this and scoop it and like make a little like yogurt with like granola and berries and stuff like that. So I got 5 of these. I would have just got a big tub, but they didn't have it. This is the vanilla chamomile flavor. It is so good. Coco June, highly recommend. What I put on top of my avocado toast the other day, and it was tempeh. So I got 2 tempeh things. This is the smoky bacon. I got some salmon. I'm gonna cook this tonight though. I got smoked salmon to put on my avocado toast, or just to have on the side. I got some probiotics. I told you I had this intuitive feeling I need to get probiotics again. I took this brand, I'm pretty sure, the like women's vaginal health ones in 2020, and I really loved them. They definitely worked. But this one's just the raw probiotics woman 85 billion guaranteed, 32 probiotic strains, promotes vaginal, digestive, and immune health. This is the brand I got. Non-GMO verified. So I remember that it worked well, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I like to always get a sweet treat. I love this. It's halva. I'm Russian, and so I feel like halva was such a big part of my childhood and stuff, so I love it. This is a made in LA one, and it's a vegan one. You have to eat your own food, my love. She wants more of her protein biscuits. I got 2 things of blackberries put into my yogurt. Last but not least, I got 2 almond milk. Again, see, gum-free, no fillers, oil-free. It better be glyphosate-free, I swear to gosh. Yeah, it is glyphosate-free. Vanilla, I like the vanilla. I'm okay with the unsweetened, but when I'm making my matcha with my peak matcha, I do like the little bit of vanilla there, because I feel like I don't have to put in honey. I feel like if I had it unsweetened, maybe I put in a little bit of honey. This is my grocery haul. This video has been so long.